Hey, welcome back to Real World Deer Hunter. So, you need to scout. Maybe you need to scout more often. Maybe you need to scout better. Maybe you just lost the property you're going to hunt on and you need to go and, well, scout some public land. And public land is my topic for today. Let's talk about scouting public land. Deer seasons are getting close to over, at least in the next 3 weeks or a month. For a lot of us, it's done. Now down south, it runs a little longer. So let's look at, if right now I had to go and scout out a new place, what would I do? And we're going to look at what I would do on public property, since a lot of deer hunters hunt public. Okay, I got 5 things. 5. Most of them can be done without leaving your home. Home. Okay, number 1, you want to start doing some research on what there is in the way of public parking areas. Okay, I get there, where am I going to park? We don't want to be lost. So get yourself a topo map or something from the state that they may put out. Go on to one of those dreaded apps that do the mapping and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, let's do things the easy way, the most efficient way. Let's work smarter, not harder. Okay, we're going to identify parking lots. What does that do for us? Number 1, it's going to tell us where most of the hunters are going to come in from. Some will come in from private property, and some may come in from a little tougher parking areas or where you can get a single car or whatever off the road. But that's also going to be where the major trails are to get into the heart of the property, if that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that's 1. Number 2, take a look at what borders this big piece of public property or small piece. And that's number 1, going to show you where other hunters may be entering from. Number 2, a lot of times the public property does not have a whole lot of stuff for deer to eat on it. So it may be where they're feeding. It might be where you want to hunt. So what borders it? Are there abandoned farms? Is there agriculture? Is there highways? Is there a golf course? What borders it? It'll also help you in giving you an idea where you want to scout. Next, what terrain features are there? Again, from a mapping app, Google Earth, whatever, without ever having to get in your car, you can start looking at different terrain features. Are there benches, saddles, swamps? And don't have it just topographic features like that, but also what you can see from a map on the density of the brush and stuff that's there. Where's there heavier cover? Where's the cover less dense? Where might there be some type of pine trees where deer might get out of the wind? That's number 3. Number 4, do a little look into what there is in the way of food for the deer. Are they feeding on native browse? Are they feeding on acorns? Are you in New York where there's a lot of apple trees? Again, identify the possible food sources, and then again, you'll be looking and hunting smarter, not harder. Finally, you want to plan a route. The days of going and just wandering aimlessly in the woods are over. Decide where you're going to park, decide your route in, and plan your route from terrain feature to terrain feature, or from cover to terrain to cover to terrain. And a lot of times you'll notice that something will be missing. You may be missing cover. It may be pretty much open and cover's limited. That's probably where you want to look for deer sign. If there's not a whole lot of mast trees and there's areas that have mast, another area where you're going to want to look. Now, while we're on the subject of planning a route, there's a couple of facts we have to know about deer hunters, okay? Deer hunters usually have a maximum somewhere between 3/4 and 1.5 miles from a paved road. Good to know. So you know that if you're walking 1.5 miles, if the place is that vast, chances are you're getting away from hunters. Number two, when it comes to a path or a trail, most hunters hunt within 1/4 mile of that trail. So again, little research, you can have another way to get away from other hunters. Now, here's something really interesting. If you have to go up a hill, down a hill, and back up a hill, guess what? You're leaving most people behind. Most people do not want to take a deer out down a hill, up a hill, and down a hill again to get out of there. So again, another way of avoiding other hunters. Next in this series, we're going to look at what I actually look for once we're on the ground. So stay tuned.